If your dart keeps going high in one visit, low in the next, it's probably not your aim, it's your release. The good news on that is you don't have to change your whole throw to fix it. I'm going to show you in this video exactly how a dart release works, why the early release sends the dart high, and why the late release sends it low. And hopefully, for good measure, show you how a perfect release looks. Remember, I am not a coach, I am not a professional. I am someone on a darts journey here to show you the tips that I've been learning to help you on your journey also. This isn't about copying a pro throw or rebuilding your mechanics. It's about understanding what happens at the point that you release your dart and how that affects where it ends up on the board. The moment that dart leaves your hand decides everything. I'm going to show you 9 throws. Well, 3 in fact. 3 high, 3 low, 3 just right releases. What we'll do after that is I'll show you them in normal speed and I'll break it down, slow motion, and show you exactly where that dart is being released and why it's gone high or low or exactly where we want it to go. The throw will be exactly the same. It's just where I let go. That's the only difference. I hope. Remember, the only thing I'm going to change is when that dart leaves my hand. Not that one because I'm not left-handed, that one. This channel is all about beginners guides, intermediate guides. How can we improve? I've mentioned I'm not a coach, I'm not a pro, just passing on my knowledge, the things that I've learned on my journey to help me. If you think it's going to help you, don't forget to subscribe. Now, here's the key thing that not many darts players realise. The dart doesn't go where you aim it. It goes where it's pointing when it leaves your hand. Once that dart leaves your hand, you can't guide it, you can't correct it, and you can't save it. It is gone. Height, direction, spin, all locked in. Release too early, it goes high. Release it too late, it goes low. Release it just right at the same point every single time. Your grouping, accuracy, everything that goes with it improves. Let's see the chat in action. So what are we looking at? We're looking at firstly an early release. So look, I put these lines underneath where my elbow goes, just purely so you can see every time that my arm is in exactly the same position on all 3 of these demonstrations. That was a early release. That's where they all went on the board. Now, I did exaggerate this for the purpose of the video. Now look, I've slowed it down. This is the same throw from before. All I've done is slowed it down and bop there. That's where I'm releasing the dart. I've paused it probably a little bit too late there. But you see, it's before my wrist is coming forward. So my hand, the dart is still traveling up. See, that's exactly where I should have paused it last time. So you see the dart is going up that way. Guess what happens? That's where it's going to go. We're going high. Early equals high. So I hope you can see, look, the action, elbow same place, follow through is exactly the same, almost on every single throw there. Late release, see, elbow in the same place, arms nice and straight, lovely follow through. But again, this is all exaggerated. This is where I was going. On the board, I was aiming for 20s. They are late releases pulled down. Now again, I'm going to show you on a slow-mo replay, pause. See, after that Land Rover Defender Lego there, that's where I've been releasing it. Now, I should have paused it a little better on these ones here, but I'm not great at editing the videos. But there you go, right at the back of that Land Rover again. The dart is now travelling downwards rather than up, as it was on the early release. It was going up, now it's going down. See, I paused it and then it jumped back, but I basically released it in the same place again. So they were all exaggerated. Now we're going to show you a normal release. Again, elbow, exactly the same place. Follow through, exactly the same. You see the action's exactly the same. This is just a natural throw, no exaggerations. This is where they all landed, and that's where we want them all to go. Now, look at the release point of this. This is almost just perfectly, just before that 90 degrees bop there. That is where we want it, just before, as that wrist is snapping through. That's exactly where I want it to go. So here we go again, but I didn't pause it in the right time. You see it jump backwards, but it's right there. Just as that wrist snaps forward, that is where I'm releasing it, just as I'm doing that. Otherwise, I'm going up or I'm going down, and these 3, you see, went perfectly straight. And there we have it. Now, Just to be super clear, the early and late release, I exaggerated that. I mean, there's no way I'm chucking up there on purpose, right? But I exaggerated to show you the same throw mechanic. You could see clearly in that video, the same mechanic every time working, the same pullback, the same follow through, but the release point was different and exaggerated as much as I could. It was hard. But the video where I showed you the normal release, that was just pure natural. I wasn't even thinking about it. That was just my natural, normal throw. That is really quite important to kind of really understanding this whole video. A release isn't something that you're forcing, it's just something that feels natural and repeatable. It's something that happens naturally when your timing is spot on. A lot of people will say that your release is controlled by your fingers, and it's not really. It's controlled by the grip pressure. If your grip pressure is right, your dart will leave your hand at the natural point it needs to go at. If your grip pressure is right, your dart will leave your hand automatically as your arm accelerates. You don't let go of the dart. The dart leaves you. I've been through a phase quite recently where I've overthought everything from my position on the hockey, where my arm is, what's my elbow height, what's the release look like, everything. Now, the more you try and focus and force something, the harder it gets to be repetitive. Timing just goes off because you're thinking about it too much. Now, before you've even said the word in your head, now your hand's gone past the point of return and you're pulling or dragging your dart, pushing it and pulling it everywhere. Players that obsess over that release point kind of see a backwards momentum. It's exactly what I went through, and this hopefully can show you how to get past that. The goal here isn't to think about the release, it's to build a routine that allows it to become natural, where you're not having to think about it, it's automatic. There's one simple drill that can help you get to that automatic point. Now, this isn't about copying my throw, even though I think my throw is quite good. It's pretty kind of, orthodox, but it's not about that. It's about training your timing so your dart leaves your hand at the same point every time. The way I overcame my issues a few weeks ago to kind of get back and having that natural throw and not really having to think about it anymore was really quite simple. It was this. I followed this kind of simple tips. I just threw a few darts at the board without even thinking about it, just throwing. Don't care where it was going, just throw at the board. Keep my eyes at the board. All I focused on was a smooth pullback and keep my arm straight with a nice follow through. That's it. Smooth pullback, straight follow through. That's all I was thinking about. When your grip is relaxed, that's when the magic happens. Because if you're just concentrating on that pullback and your follow through, your release naturally happens. Look what I'm doing with my hand, look. I'm not even thinking about it. It's just letting go. And it's letting go at that point there, just as that wrist snaps, as it's coming right level with my eye. Not here, not there, there. Just before that 90 degrees. That's where my wrist snaps and the dart starts its journey to the board. I wasn't even thinking about it. It's just getting that simple follow through. Thinking about smooth, bosh, smooth, bosh. One motion. That's what I was thinking of. That's all I was thinking of. And that's what got me to the point where I am now, again more consistent. The whole point of that mini jibber jabber was just letting the dart will go when it wants to go. The dart will release when you've got that action correct. So the key takeaway from this video is if your dart is going too high, you're letting go too early. If it's going low and you're pulling it down, you're letting go too late. Don't rebuild your throw, just get back into your rhythm. If your darts are going too high or too low inconsistently, then don't fix your throw, look at your timing. If this video has helped you in any way, get involved in the comments and let me know. What tips can you share with the community? I think we're building something really great here. People getting involved in the comments, liking it. Please, if you're new around here, don't also forget to subscribe. It really helps the channel massively. It helps other people discover it so they can get better in their journey as well. We can all improve together. So that's it. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Bye.